Taking those deep breaths. Setting back, tuning into yourself. Let the information take you to where you want to be. Making conscious self-care moves. Thank you for dancing and breathing with me today. Greetings in love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadija Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on innerlightradio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on innerlightradio.com, the healing frequency. That's right, family. We got to rock the world. Making those conscious self-health care moves. Mental observation is essential for self-success. Taking those deep breaths. Moving that body, taking the time to tune into yourself during this hour. Now that's a deep lymphatic breath. After hearing that song, I'm in love with myself. I am so excited about having that as my opening song because it makes you feel so good when you're thinking in terms of ways for you to love yourself. Welcome aboard, family, community, and friends. Thank you for joining me on this friendship train. One more time, 5/19/2021. Yes, thank you for joining me on the friendship train to healthcare freedom. We all know it's a Harriet Tubman's ride to healthcare freedom. We want you to shift out of chronic disease, care, stress, and become your own wellness doctor. I like that. I like that saying. I like saying shift out. Pay attention to the way you've been thinking, your mental thoughts and what you've been doing. And you may just need to shift out of chronic disease, care, stress. Stressing over the disease, care, what may happen, what's going to happen. The body creates cellular malfunctions all day, every day, 24 hours a day. It's how we are vibrating to ourselves. So thank you for coming aboard the friendship train, becoming your own wellness doctor. I'm Reverend Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, host of the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation radio show. And I'm energetically speaking to you once again today. I call it live recorded shows. You know, if you're lymphocyzing when we first come on, using the trampoline the proper way to support the lymphatic system, or you setting back, deep breathing, relaxing, tuning into yourself, just getting into yourself with deep breaths. You may be in a yoga position, but whatever you're doing, you're tuned into yourself, and you're focusing on how you've been taking care of yourself and your environment and what's around you. And I tell you, that's what I've been doing, and I've been doing it for a mighty long time. And now everything is beginning to come into alignment with the truth of itself. Yeah, I made it to that dentist this week, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to talk more with you next week about my experience at the dentist and what that means through emotional process, emotional intelligence, emotional awareness, your health, the health of your cells, your being, your mental thoughts. Keep vibrating to that song, I'm in love with myself. And that poem from Charlie Chaplin that I shared with you last week, I tell y'all, if you haven't heard it, you got to go and listen to it. As I began to love myself, a lot of people are at that stage right now where they really have to begin to love themselves a different way than when they thought they were loving themselves. Because was they truly loving themselves, or was they loving the idea of something else and not really loving themselves? You know, I was torn. I was a little bit in and out, but more in, you know, for a long time. I've been tuned to self. I had to be tuned into the strength and the wisdom of who I am and what I know about me, my being, and my time here on planet Earth. And yes, I said planet Earth. Family, community, and friends, I love it when I go to sleep, because I know I go to the place of once I was there to be, and I am now too. So, I'm relaxing, I'm talking, my mouth is going through some things, because like I said, I did make it to the dentist. And what the first thing that they did, all I know is that they're going to pull this tooth and do nothing else. But again, like I said, I'm going to share that with you next week, because I still know the vibration of love. I'm telling you. And I'm thinking on Barbara Tim Monroe at the same time. Growing old does not make you sick. Growing old does not make you sick. It's growing sick that makes us old. That's what Barbara Tim Monroe had to say, and we need to think about that and how we equate our health to age and little aches and pains and what we've been going through. And reminds me of this week, you know, was talking to someone and they were saying, like, you know, how old is she, you know? And she said, I think she's 64. She don't look nothing like 64. She don't like she's 64 years old. So no, we may not look like it. We may look healthy, but our body and our cells inside may be going through something. And I know from over the past year and a half, and really long before that. I would even venture to go back to 2019 and bring it up to now. People have been going through a lot, experiencing a lot, because the energy vibrations was shifting. They were trying to change, trying to create some chaos. The chaos showed itself. It showed up around the world. It showed up for each and every one of us in many, many different ways. But in one way, most definitely, we all shifted a little bit, I can say, and some a lot, and some wasn't there. We shift away from loving ourselves and understanding our true self and how we need to be and apply ourselves. And I want to be remindful every week, family. You know it, love. L-O-V-E, laws of vibrational energy. It's a power that brings my entire life together. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers me with divine energy and life. One thing about it, the vibration shifts every time I say this. I feel the difference in the vibration of my cells, the frequency. I feel it. I just feel the total relaxation. One more time. Love, laws of vibrational energy. It's a power that brings my entire life together. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers me with divine energy and life. I am love in action. I am a master of positive self-expression. Family, community, and friends, we are here to be givers and receivers of love. Laws of vibrational energy. Feel the energy of the love. Feel it and know that feeling, that vibration of love, 528 megahertz. One thing this pandemic has taught us, God did not create religion. The feeling, the vibration of the word of God religion came from man, and we have to think about that. But what I want to say to you today is that, I really do feel discomfort in my mouth, my teeth now, because of going to the dentist and them checking things out. And the way they check things out is to loosen up the gums from the teeth. I know I said I was going to talk about it next week, but vibration is saying say just that much. But once again, thank you for coming aboard the Friendship Train. Seriously, family, community, and friends. Thank you for sharing this information with your community. Silence is golden. And when you sit back and you just listen to the words of someone that's sharing some good information on loving yourself, sometimes you drift off and time goes by, and that's a good thing. That's a good feeling, to be able to sit back and listen to something like meditative music and somebody sharing information like I am, that you can sit back and all of a sudden you just totally relax. If you're not lymphosizing, or if you're not deep breathing. So I just want to say to you, family, community, and friends, I'm getting this tooth together. Even though we all know the healing is less about fixing something and more about remembering the wholeness already within. Are you willing to see yourself as whole, and happy, and complete from now on? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I went to the dentist. And I am willing to see myself as whole, happy, and complete from now on. Woo! Even when the mind tries to convince me otherwise. Nah, I don't know. I'm not going to do a lot of things that they want me to do. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to take it slow and do it the energetic, holistic, natural way. And I mean energetic, holistically, and natural way. I'm also going to tell you about the scan that I just recently did on myself coming from the dentist, and all that I've been going through, and we all been going through emotionally, and the stress level that applies to all that only our cells can truly feel. And that's why we must tune into ourselves, so we can feel that vibration of what our cells are truly trying to say to us. We must recognize that and know that. But I was led to share with myself this week to go back and pick up Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. And I said, okay, I'm going to see what the message is inside of that book and what it shared to me. And when I got to the page and started reading, I said, let me wait a minute. I'm going to stop and I'm going to read it live on my radio show this Wellness Wednesday, 5/19/2021. Family, community, and friends, it's a new day. It's a new beginning. You might need to raise your vibration some and step into the truth of who you really are and how to work from the energetic realm and the physical realms of life. So once again, you know you're on a friendship train and you go through different compartments and you take what you need to support yourself. And you can get off and come back on and get off and come back on, or it can be a mental thought process where you just take this train ride with you all the time. And that's what I've been doing this week. You know, I knew something was up. It seems like I'm all over the place, and I probably truly am, you know, just like I said on one of my posts this week, that, you know, I'm extremely, you know, all I want to do is sleep. 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 And all I want to do is rest. And I say it's time for that. My body needs that. Them cells been going through a lot for quite a while in this pandemic and things that's going on in the vibration, and just need to rest, you know, need to rest. I'm going to go ahead and get started on what I want to share with you. But just one more thing from the net scan that I did this week, you know. It showed that I need to relax. Stress levels are kind of high. But balance, you know, that I was lacking mostly all the stress minerals and nutrition. And I'm like, can't be, because that's how I eat. But it's all about how the body is processing it. You see, family, community, and friends, we can be doing everything right, holistic, energetically, giving our bodies what we need through energetic frequencies, eating all the right foods and things like that. But it's just something about that state of consciousness. That state of consciousness, it got to be in line with it totally. And this shifts and it goes back and forth. And I've been going back and forth in life because my environment has been going back and forth a lot. And so when I did the scan and I noticed that, and I said, I'm not missing all them trace minerals, and I'm not going through this, and I'm not going through that. What is that? Oh, it's not processing right in the body. The body is not quite sure it's there. It's trying to handle so many things. What am I in? Am I in the well state, or am I in a fight and flight state? Are we coming up? Are we coming down? Are we in and out? Or what? Sit back and take a deep breath, Karen. Sit back and relax. It's time to tune more into yourself because you're in love with yourself. I'm going to share this one passage with you before I go on and share with you from Louise Hay's book. I really like this this poem that came to me from Charlie Chaplin. As I began to love myself, I quit trying to always be right. And ever since I was wrong less of the time, today I discovered that it's modesty. As I began to love myself, I refused to go on living in the past and worrying about the future. Now, I only live for the moment where everything is happening. Today, I live each day, day by day, and I call it fulfillment. As I began to love myself, I recognize that my mind can disturb me and it can make me sick. But as I connected to it, to my heart, my mind became a valuable ally. Today I call this connection wisdom of the heart. Family, community, and friends, we no longer need to fear arguments, confrontations, or any kind of problems with ourselves or others. Even stars collide, and out of their crashing, new worlds are born. Today I know that is life. And this is what is happening to us all, life. And that's why I encourage you all to take advantage of using the voice analysis scan of your human body field and what's going on with your cells. I'm telling you, when you're honest with yourself and truthful with your life, you'll see the alignment. And if you take the advice of the scan, you know what you do energetically. The field is covered. That conscious alignment aligns them cells, the human body experience becomes one. And so as I share with you today, I'm bringing that energy forth into me to share and shine in the light of my cells, those photons to unite and send out this heavenly charge to power that human body field, to bring my body back in balance, to allow it to begin to be whole and complete again. The mental vibrations, the physical vibrations, the spiritual vibrations, the energetic vibrations. Let it all be in alignment, and let it all be one within itself. Nothing binds us except our thoughts. Nothing limits us except our fears. Nothing controls us except our beliefs. Nothing heals you except your consciousness. Once again, 15 minutes, that's about 25 minutes into the show. Again, this is Wellness Wednesday, 5/19/2021. You listen to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show with your host, Reverend Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self Healthcare Educator, supporting you with becoming your own wellness doctor and connecting with the truth of life. Taking those deep lymphatic breaths to empower that lymphatic system. And as much as I lymphatized, the scan even said something about my lymph system and all of that. But like I said, I know that it's a state of consciousness. How I'm feeling about my environment and what's going on in my life personally. Because I'm doing everything right, nutritionally, wellness, and things like that. But it's those states of consciousness that keep shifting. But I'm so thankful that I can vibrate myself back into the energy field of life to keep myself balanced. And like I said, using that thinkonomics, it's a way of thinking that gives you the opportunity to learn the truth about yourself. And then when you need to be, you transformed by the renewing of your mind. And so I had to stick to the truth and honesty of who I am. And that everything in the environment is going to work out for the way that it needs to be for me, like it always has. So, in listening to Louise Hay's energy and picking up her book and what I turned to, I say, take a deep breath, Karen, and relax, and remember, this is for the healing and the wellness and the wholeness of your life and all that can vibrate to it and receive it. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. My life is ever new. Each moment of my life is new and fresh and vital. I use my affirmative thinking to create exactly what I want. This is a new day. I am a new me, and I think differently. I speak differently. I act differently. Others treat me differently. My new world is a reflection of my new thinking. It is a joy and a delight to plant new seeds, for I know these seeds will become my new experiences. Family, community, and friends, all is well in my world. And let it be well in your world as well. Again, I'm reading from You Can Heal Yourself, Louise Hay's book, Chapter 9, Daily Work. I enjoy practicing my new mental skills. I enjoy practicing my new mental skills. Taking a deep breath as I share with you. If a child gave up at the first fall, it would never learn to walk. Like many other new things you are learning, it takes practice to make it part of your life. First, there's a lot of concentration, and some of us choose to make this hard work. I do not like to think of it as hard work, but rather as something new to learn. The process of learning is always the same, no matter what the subject. Whether you're learning to drive a car, or type, or play tennis, or think in a positive manner. First we fumble and bumble, as our subconscious minds learns by trial. And yet, every time we come back to our practicing, it gets easier. And when we do it a little better, of course, you wouldn't be perfect the first day. You will be doing whatever you can do. That's good enough for a start. Say to yourself often, I am doing the best I can. Always support yourself. Louise Hay says, I well remember my first lesson When I came down from the podium, I immediately said to myself, Louise, you were wonderful. You were absolutely fantastic for the first time. When you have done 5 or 6 of these, you will be a pro. A couple of hours later, I said to myself, I think we could change a few things. Let's adjust this and let's adjust that. I refuse to criticize myself in any way. If I had come off the podium and began berating myself with, oh, you were so awful, you made this mistake, and you made that mistake, then I would have dreaded my second lecture, as it was the second one was better than the first, and by the 6th one, I was feeling like a pro. Seeing the law works all around us. Just before I began to write this book, she says, I brought myself a word processor computer. I called her my magic lady. It was something new I chose to learn. I discovered that learning the computer was very much like learning the spiritual laws. When I learned the computer's laws, then she did indeed perform magic for me. When I did not follow her laws to the letter, then either nothing would happen or it would not work the way I wanted it to work. She would not give an inch. I could get as frustrated as I wanted to, while she patiently waited for me to learn her laws, and then she gave me magic. It took practice. It's the same with the working you're learning to do now. You must learn the spiritual laws and follow them to the letter. You cannot bend them to your old way of thinking. You must learn and follow the new language, and when you do, the magic will be demonstrated in your life. Reinforce your learning. Reinforce your learning. The more ways you can reinforce your new learning, the better. I suggest expressing gratitude, writing affirmations, sitting in meditation, enjoying exercise, practice good nutrition, doing affirmation aloud, singing affirmations, taking time to relax, take time for relaxation, exercises, using visualization, mental imagery, reading and studying. My daily word. 22 into the hour. That's 30 something. I got a couple of more pages before I got to cut it off so we can listen to some music and sit back and vibrate and listen to what our cells are trying to say to us. Thank you very much, Energy, for sending me to this and sharing it live today on the radio show. I see where you're taking me back to remember what I know, to balance my thinking and my thoughts, to stay focused, to stay in tune to what I know. Yes, and it's okay. I'm doing more than my best. I'm doing fantastic because I can recognize the shifts in consciousness and when to go back. Okay, back to Louise Hay. My daily work. My only daily work goes something like this. My first thoughts on awakening before I open my eyes are to be thankful for everything I can think of. I still do that. After a shower, I take half an hour or so to meditate and do my affirmations and prayers. Mine's a little bit different. Then about 15 minutes of exercises, usually on the trampoline. Go ahead, girl, you know what to do. Sometimes I join the 6 a.m. TV aerobic program on television. Go ahead, Louise. Hey, remember that's her talking. I'm sharing from her book. Now I'm ready for breakfast, consisting of fruit and fruit juices and herbal teas. I thank the Earth Mother for providing this food for me, and I thank the food for giving its life to nourish me. Before lunch, I like to go to a mirror and do some affirmations out loud. I may even sing them. I like looking in the mirror too, in the reflection and seeing and speaking to myself. It's a wonderful thing. Woo, she said she does something like this. Louise, you are wonderful and I love you. This is one of the best days of your life. Everything is working out for your highest good. Whatever you need to know is revealed to you. Whatever you need to comes to you. All is well. Sound good to me. One more time, she says in the morning. Louise, you are wonderful and I love you. Karen, you are wonderful and I love you. This is one of the best days of your life. Everything is working out for you. Your high is good. Whatever you need to know is revealed to you, Karen. Whatever you need comes to you, Karen. All is well. Lunch is often a large salad. Again, the food is blessed and thanked. In the late afternoon, I spend a few minutes on my silent board, allowing my body to experience some deep relaxation. On a slanted board. Oh, slanting. I like that. Tilting. Allowing my body to experience some deep relaxation. I may listen to a tape at this particular time. The point is, family, you got to give yourself time for yourself to honor yourself and think about your day as it starts and how you wake up your day. I shared with you chapter 9, daily work. I enjoy practicing my new mental skills. If you have the new mental skills, you just can't, I got it. Think about it and then don't practice using them to shift and change the subconscious belief that held you where you no longer want to be. You got to replace those programs, and you can do that quickly than you ever thought that you could before in life. You can definitely do that. I'm being sent back to the book and thought right now to go back. It's like it wanted me to read something. So I'm going to do this last. I'm going to read this chapter right here. Yeah, it really wants me to share all of this. I won't be able to do this at this particular time, but maybe it's just for me to read, like I said. Sometimes the show is all about me, and I like it because as I advance myself to support myself, we all support each other. Okay, so yeah, I need to read this chapter completely for me when I get off the air today. How do you begin your day, family? How do you begin your day and keep it that way and let no one shift you from your day? This is Mental Awareness Month, and life is mental awareness all the time. And you must be conscious of what you're thinking and who you're giving your power to, and what you're giving your power to. And understand that it's only through you your body responds, your cells respond. So as part of Mental Awareness Month, I want to be truthful with you, and I like just what the gentleman had to say. The truth about psychiatry in short. The whole business of creating psychiatric categories of disease, formalizing them with consensus, and subsequently ascribing diagnostic codes to them, which in turn lead to their use for insurance billing, is nothing but an extended racket, furnishing psychiatry a placebo-scientific aura. This is what the physician of the Royal College in the United Kingdom had to say. And when you look back over a portion of Scientology that teaches you about the history of psychiatry and how they treated people and where it has come to now, and definitely what this pandemic of COVID-19 shut down, pulling you away from socializing, hugging, feeling love, feeling warmth, even though those are external things. And as I always say, I'm in love with myself. Those things are part of that vibration. And they took that, they snatched that, they shut it down. Your grandparents, your loved ones, your family members, your kinfolk, your friends, you couldn't see them. You couldn't associate with them. They said, come on, let's do it the modern way. Come on, let's use Zoom and all these other things. And you don't really need to actually physically feel. They want that future to be like that. The family, community, and friends, we got to know better. We got to know how to take care of ourselves. The human aspect of life is smelling the air, feeling the breeze, touching the water, putting your feet in the sand, knowing the balance, the energy of life. You have to bring yourself back around. If you don't want to admit or you don't want to say, your body is telling you, we've all have gone through something. We all have new thoughts. We all have new vibrations. And some are balancing out right now and some are not. But I'm here today to tell you, coming aboard the friendship train, you get to sit back for an hour. You get to sit back, relax, deep breathe, focus, allowing the lymphatic system to purify the physical body as you purify the mental mind, as you purify the conscious mind, if you do the realignment. Taking a deep, deep breath and relaxing And go out there and listen to this year Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day panel radio show. I'm telling you, I'm listening to that too. I went back and listened to 2020 Emancipation in Medical Mental Slavery Day panel radio show. And then I listened to the COVIDMASKOLOGY panel radio show that we had at the end of the year. And this panel radio show that we just did, know what my body is going through, what it's going through as I continue to move, heal, get into a thriving position with this body. And I keep putting that signal out that once this tooth is gone, the body is going to be realigned, because the tooth means so much. The mouth says so much energetically. So family, community, and friends, go on out there and bring down I'm in Love with Myself, song by Chaka Khan. Put it on speed so you can sit back and listen to that. And whenever you drift away and you drift into this world of a man-made mindset of human consciousness, you go back and you say, I'm in love with myself, and I'm not going to let this world get me that way. Little things I'm going through and emotions that people are feeling right now and what they're going through that may be a reflection back onto me, I'm not going to let it stick. And I'm going to be working on myself as well, because we've all had to make some radical changes, some radical shifts. So get radical about your health care and get that free scan. I'm telling you, when I looked at my scan this week, Lord, I said that's why I love doing what I'm doing and sharing what I'm sharing, because it's the only truth about your individual vibration. Because nobody vibrates like you. No one has your signature energy field but you. And that's why I love what Nest does. And when it reads down to the human body, feel the cells of the body, you're getting the truth, and you know what to do, and you know if what you're doing is working or if it's become stagnated, like that lymphatic fluid in the body. It becomes stagnated, and you have to clean that pond up so it can receive the nutrients that you're putting into your body. That's what I really learned from the scan. I got to come out of stress. I'm in an environment that is stressful, but I shouldn't be stressful in it, because I'm aware of it. And that's what conscious thinking is, through living consciously. Family, community, and friends, thank you so much for joining me on the Friendship Chain this Wellness Wednesday, for sharing this broadcast with a friend. And seriously, share with everybody to listen to the 2020 Emancipation Show, 2021 Emancipation Show, and the COVIDMASKOLOGY panel radio show at the end of 2020, right here on my YouTube channel, K Davis F. You want to listen to it and shift the vibrations as you sit back and tune into yourself. Thank you for joining me on the Friendship Train. Everybody shake a hand, make a friend. People, listen to me now. Woo, woo. This train stands for justice. This train stands for freedom. This train stands for harmony and peace. This train stands for love. So come on and get on board and get that vibration within yourself, to tune into yourself and honor yourself and know what you're saying for yourself. And we got to be blessed, family. We got to be blessed, because we are not our own enemy. We are not our own enemy, no matter what the world want to make us think and believe. We are not our own enemy. So sit back and ask yourself, what is my message to me from the deepest part of me? That's why all this stuff is coming up, because I'm asking myself. As I ask you to ask yourself, that means I got to experience it too. I'm in that vibration. What is my message to me from my deepest part of myself? I'm listening to myself, and I know what it's saying, and I'm taking a hold of it, and I'm holding on to it. No deception. No deception, no deception. Let no one deceive you with empty words, and that is including you. Doing that to your own self. You don't want to do that. So take your deep breath. See what's really going on. Be truthful and honest with yourself. And say the things that you need to say and do for yourself. And it may seem out of balance to some people, but it's your balance by keeping it real. So there is no need for healing. The truth won't let you lie. It won't let you be. Keeping it real. Talking to yourself and saying the truth to yourself about the things that you need to say And just as we close out, science is always changing. Science is always changing. Are you willing to evolve with it when you decide that you're going to use science? And science giveth and science take away. But your body's vibration and energy and the truth of life is what it needs. You got to keep that in balance and harmony. So that's why I encourage you all to make conscious self-health care moves like I am. Mental observation view is essential for self-success. That's why we sit back here every Wellness Wednesday, relaxing, deep breathing, or exercising on the trampoline and tuning into ourselves. So follow me through all social media, Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks. Share the Conscious Self-Health Care Conversation Radio Show with other people. You never know what a blessing we are to one another just through the vibrations of the energy of coming together under this umbrella of one love, one community, living in unity worldwide. Peace and blessings, family. Thank you for joining me today. Sit back and listen to the music, and I look forward to sharing with you next week. And then I'll tell you when I'm going to the dentist. Peace and love, family. Deep breaths supports the lymphatic system. Peace and love. Are you at your wit's end because there seems to be no solution to your healthcare problem? Is it okay for me to say to you that you can have peace of mind? Take back control of your health. Are you experiencing anxiety, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, any fictitious disease? Whatever your symptoms or diagnosis are, there is a conscious solution to transform the cause of your pain, not treat symptoms or mask it. No prescription medication, no over-the-counter drugs, no organs removed are required. Take back control of your health by the renewing of your mind. You can create wellness today. Contact Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, www.celllife.com. Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com. The number 4, CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation. 202-248-7749. Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal health care prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified lymphologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, forcelllife.com. The number 4, the word cell, CELLLIFE.com. Hey, we gotta help one another. Health education for longevity and peace. health education for longevity and peace will carry you a long, 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 long way.
From the Indians who welcome the pilgrims, and to the buffaloes who once ruled the plain, like the vultures circling beneath the dark clouds, looking for the rain, looking for the rain. Just like the cities that stagger on the coastline, and a nation that just can't stand much more. Like the forest buried beneath the highway, never had a chance to grow. Never had a chance to grow. And now it's winter. Winter in America. Yes, and all of the healers have been killed or sent away. Yeah, but the people know it's winter. Winter in America, and ain't nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows what to say. Save your soul, Lord knows, from winter in America. The Constitution, a noble piece of paper, with free society, a struggle but they died in vain. And now democracy is a ragtime on the corner, hoping for some rain. They look like either hoping for some rain. And I see the robins perched in barren treetops. They're watching last-ditch races marching across the floor. But just like the peace signs that vanished in our dreams, never had a chance to grow. Never had a chance to grow. And now it's winter. Winter in America, and all of the healers have been killed or betrayed. Yeah, but the people know it's winter. Lord knows it's winter in America. Nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows what to say. Save your soul from a winter in America. Stick. Now it's winter. Winter in America. And all of the healers done been killed. Sent away. Yeah, the people know it's winter. Winter in America. And ain't nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows what to say. And ain't nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows. And ain't nobody fighting, 'cause nobody knows what to say.
Greetings, everyone. Are you still taking care of your human body field cellular malfunctions from an outdated healthcare system? Why not shift out of chronic disease care, stress, pharmaceuticals, vaccines, and surgery, and step up to energetics, epigenetics, and quantum health and healing with me? Step up and take control of your health journey. I offer you one free human body field voice scan from your computer or phone, instant access to your scan results, and more free quantum health information. For more details, visit ConsciousSelfCare.com. ConsciousSelfCare.com, or call Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, 202-248-7749. Yes, it's time to be your own wellness doctor.
Wake up. Yeah.
Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation Radio Show right here on Innerlight Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, ConsciousSelfCare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self Healthcare Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-health-care. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.